because it has a camera on it. So can you imagine, Vortex, if you ever want to film some of your great battles with me and others, you can actually have an SD card in there.
Wow.
With an SD card, first of all. And you can record your battles. Can you imagine that, man?
Wow, that would be very nice. And how's the quality? How's the video quality on that?
Well, based on what they have right now, and I think everything that starts at the ground level, let's say, is a first generation cam right now, is very, very decent. And I can only imagine if Nerf was to pursue this as a 2.0 or second generation thing, it would only get better, just like how we have the cameras on our phones and different video apparatus. The first generations are the tryout, and then you can go back to the drawing board and see what else you can do, what else is possible, what else you can recreate and make better. So with the Nerf cam, that rifle, it's a beautiful white rifle with some blue sequence on it. It would be you can record your battles, look at them again. You can even post them online, which is a very wonderful feature. So that's something that is very exciting right now in the Nerf community. And it's also a semi-automatic rifle. Being as a clip-based system, if you're one of those people who had the Nerf Raider from back in 2009, you will be able to feed your 35-round drum up in that bad boy and just go to town.
Oh, wow.
So a wonderful weapon right there to have. And that's just one. What's in store for us for this year, 2015? We have something called a Sharpfire. If you ever see some of the old James Bond films, it looks like one of those old Walter P-38s. In fact, your favorite gun, my friend, the Megatron.
Oh, yeah.
Megatron from the...
Oh, yeah.
Megatron from Generation 1 cartoon. It's like a Walter P-38.
And I'm sorry,
Mr.
Mr. Martin.
This is called a Sharpfire. It's very much reminiscent of that. But very much like the Germans made weapon that is modded or fashion after, and even after the Generation 1 Megatron used a handgun, it also comes with a little a stock. So you can actually have a stock on this. Now that's not all you can get with this particular gun, man. Check this out. You can remove the barrel, and you can remove the stock. And it becomes a smaller revolver, man. It's pretty cool looking. Really cool looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
So, now one of my favorite series that Nerf came up with last year, and it looks like they're going to continue. It's called the Nerf Zombie Strike line. The Zombie Strike line has a lot of good weapons. Right now they're giving us, I'm going to call it Nerf Green, or Zombie Green. It's like a bright neon green gun. And they have a lot of goodies there. We have one of my personal favorites. It comes with a gun holster. Reminiscent of similar to like a 9mm slide action weapon. And it's called a side strike. But it comes with its own holster. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about that weapon. I enjoy using it a lot in my Nerf gun battles.
Okay.
There's another one. There's a crossbow that they have. So if you're into the Walking Dead series, you can pretend to be shooting your zombies silently while you and your team are trying to infiltrate somewhere looking for food or whatever. They also even have the rough cut in Zombie Green also. It comes in a dual box with Zombie Green and also like a Zombie Orange, you know. And you can have a lot of fun. But that green, brother, I tell you, when I look at that, I really want to get that. The rough cut is pretty good. They have the Sling Fire. The Sling Fire is another rifle by the Zombie Strike line. And if you remember Terminator 2, the Arnold Schwarzenegger character, when he was going to save the young man there, Mr. O'Connor, in the Terminator 2.0 monster was coming after them, and he had that rifle where he would swing it back and cock it and then shoot at the other Terminator.
Right.
It's very reminiscent of that kind of action also.
Okay.
It's like automatic rifle that was cotton action, and things just sling fire, like an old Western type of rifle. So that is a lot of fun also.
I'm sure.
Then they have a little one for those of you who are into like little revolvers, such as like a 38 Special. It's called the Double Strike. That looks nice also. We have all of them in the collection, so you can play, the end of the world, Walking Dead, a post-apocalyptic survival kind of thing. So Nerf is doing some good stuff. But one other thing, Nerf, check this out. Nerf has a flagship weapon coming out for this year. It's a mystery rifle. It's called a Modulus.
I haven't heard of it.
You haven't heard of it? Well, and right now it's still a mystery.
Oh, wow.
And from the preliminary pictures that we've seen, a lot of it came from out of, I think, China, the pictures. It came from out of there. And it's a little grainy, it's not exactly 100%, perfect and fine, but from the pictures that we see, to me, based on the name, Modulus, I mean, maybe to add something onto something, it might be a combination of two different weapons.
Okay.
This is my impression, and I would like to hope this is true. Imagine having your darts also being able to speed in the clip or the vortex disc. Imagine that.
Wow. And you mean like for it to be kind of interchangeable?
Yes. Can you imagine that?
Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
So that's what it looks like to me.
You're giving your adversary two different type of feels.
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. W weapon capacity, W ammo capacity.
Oh.
I mean, oh man. Because I like to hope that Nerf will not let the vortex line go. It's not perfect because the disc. You shoot the disc and they barrel off to the left or to the right.
Right. Yeah.
Wherever the wind should take them. And also, when you're in a battle, even indoors, the disc you can kind of like avoid them because you see where they're coming. But just imagine just the amount of fun to have if a weapon was capable of holding both dart and this. That would be pretty cool. And just look at the preliminary grainy pictures of this weapon. That's the very first thing that popped in my mind. And I'm like praying to the Nerf gods, saying, "Yes, please, Hasbro, please let that be what it is."
and let me ask you something, Mr. Martini. What would you think something like that? What would be the retail price for that?
You know what? There's a saying that a lot of us Nerfers have: "Just take my money."